everyone, welcome back. Today's video is a collaboration with my original group called Everyday Home Decor. I will tell you a little bit about that a little bit later, so let's start off with the first DIY. Starting off with this first DIY, I grabbed this from Dollar Tree. It was in the area where Mother's Day's gifts were, and some rub-ons from Dollar Tree. So this is really easy to do, something cute to just place on your shelf. So I'm going to pop it out of the frame. I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to paint that back siding with some ivory paint. Now I'm going to grab those rub-ons and I'm going to place down the one that says wash and dry. I love using rub-ons from Dollar Tree. It just makes everything look so stinking cute, and they're really easy to use, and I don't have to mess with my Cricut machine. So I wanted the little sign to look kind of vintage, so I'm going to grab the rub-on that looks like a little dress on a stand. I don't know what you want to call it, but I thought it was really cute, so I'm going to add that to the sign as well. I could have moved the words over a little bit, but it's okay. Now I'm going to place it right back into that frame. So I placed it in this way and I didn't like it, so I'm going to reverse it the way it was originally. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of the hot glue in the corners. So you can leave the sign the way it is, but I decided to use these little corner pieces that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just going to place down the corners with the glue, hot glue. I thought it really added some character, especially I'm trying to make it look more vintage. And this is how it turned out. It's really cute. Today's collaboration is my original group. Everyday Home Decor is our theme. The host is Krista's Crafty Life. The co-host is Rustic and Lace DIY. These are great, talented crafters, so make sure you take a look at their channels. I will leave the playlist in my description box below, so make sure you take a look at these talented, wonderful ladies. All the supplies here are going to be from Dollar Tree. I'm going to be using butterflies and the plant chain. It's a hanger and these two shelves from Dollar Tree and a piece of wood from Dollar Tree and some hooks. Although these look like mason jars, I guess they're like can jars, but I got them from Dollar Tree, and some fairy lights and some greenery. So I'm taking my X-Acto knife and I'm just creating some lines. I want it to look like a real piece of wood. I'm going to start digging, and I used my hammer. I used everything I could to make some dents into the wood to make it look real. I'm going to use watered down territorial beige. I'm going to use a baby wipe just to wipe off some of the remaining paint. Now I'm going to add a little bit of the antique wax right on top, just a few brush strokes, and then I'm going to use the baby wipe to wipe most of it off. Like I said, I'm trying to make it look like real wood. I'm going to use the black paint to paint the top covers of the mason jars and the hooks. Now Dollar Tree does carry the covers with the hooks already, or with the chain already in place, but I couldn't find any at my store. Now I'm going to hot glue the pieces to the top. I went ahead and cut those in half, and I'm just going to place them on top with the Dollar Tree glue and a little bit of hot glue. I'm going to grab those hooks and I'm going to place them right at the top. I already did one and I'm just doing the other one right now. Now this step's optional. You don't have to place butterflies inside the jar, but I wanted to, so I grabbed these from Dollar Tree. I'm just going to place 2 inside the jar. Now I'm grabbing that hanger from Dollar Tree and I just took it apart and I used a piece of it. This is the kind of like, I don't know, hard part. Not really hard, but if you can find it at Dollar Tree, you're better off, but you still can do it this way. So I'm grabbing some hot glue and Dollar Tree wood glue or super glue would work probably most likely. And I'm just going to hot glue them to the sides. I've always wanted to make these, so I finally decided to make it since we're doing the theme of home decor. So, plus I love the way it came out. Now I'm going to add the fairy lights inside. Now you can do one or two things. You can drill a hole so this way you can place the fairy lights through the back so you can't see it, or you can do it my way. I decided to place the fairy lights in the mason jar and just kind of like tuck it underneath the piece of wood at the top and glue it, and then I wrap the battery pack to the back of the sign and glued it to the back. I added some flowers, but you know, it's up to you. If you want to add flowers, you can leave it as is. I just threw some flowers in. You can change them out throughout the season. And I really think this came out really nice. I love the way it came out. And this is how they both turned out. I think they came out really pretty. All right, this one's going to be a coffee sign, really simple and easy. I got these little decals from Dollar Tree. They're so cute. And this little plaque, and it had like another piece in front with some burlap, and I just removed it. Just going to use the Dollar Tree paint. And if you can see what it's doing, once I apply the paint, it becomes invisible. So I was not able to use this paint, so I had to switch it out, and I started using the Ivory acrylic paint. For the size, I'm just going to use the black paint. Now, I love coffee, and I thought this was a cute little sign to make for you coffee lovers. Something you can just place in your kitchen somewhere. I think it's really cute. I'm going to take that decal, I'm going to place it right in the middle. So I wanted to dress it up a little bit, so I grabbed this ribbon from Dollar Tree. I'm just going to hot glue it to the bottom and around the sides. Now I'm going to use this very, very fine ribbon. I'm not sure where I got it from. It was in my stash. I'm just going to hot glue it around the edges. And then you have a cute little simple sign for your kitchen. For this one, we're going to be using Dollar Tree tumbling towers, and I'm going to create a little box for these cute little glass jars that I got from Dollar Tree. First thing I'm going to do is paint all the glass jars with a ivory color paint. So to apply the paint, I'm just going to use a Dollar Tree little sponge brush. It makes it so much easier, especially for glass. I used about 2 coats. So with the sponge brush, I'm going up and down motion. It makes it so much easier for the paint to adhere on the glass jar. instead of painting it with a paintbrush. You'd be here forever. Now I'm going to grab those tumbling tower blocks. I'm going to use this glue from Dollar Tree, and I will show you what I used to make this little tray. I started off with the 4, but I did make a boo-boo, so I just want to correct it. When I was making these, minus the 1 on the one side because it was incorrect. I had to remove 1 afterwards. So you're just going to do the 3 and then the 1 at the end. So I'm just going to use the wood glue to place these together because I don't want to use the hot glue because it makes some spacing in between. I want them to be flush. So for the tray, you will need 6 of these. Now I'm going to use the glue on 3, a set of 3, and I'm going to make 8 of them. Now I'm going to use some brown paint, add some water to it to make like a stain. What I did notice is some of the jingle blocks, they were not identical. Some were a little smaller than others, so that made it a little more challenging. Dollar Tree carries those little wood trays. You can use them as well, but it doesn't fit the 3 jars, so that's why I was making my own little tray. And it's really easy, and if you follow what I'm showing you, you should be able to make it. So to put them together, I'm just going to use some hot glue. Now I'm just placing 4 in the middle. This is going to be the base. Now the 3 pieces I'm going to use on the sides and hot glue them down as well. Now I'm going to hot glue the other side with the 3 pieces, and you can see it's making a cute little stand. Now I'm adding the 2 sides, and that is it. This came out really cute, and it was quite easy. I'm just going to use a little bit of the sandpaper so you can see the words. I also added a little jute twine around the top of the jar. It made a cute little bow off camera. Now I'm just going to place them right inside, and I'm going to add a little greenery. I do change the greenery. I didn't like what I was placing inside the jar. I used purple lilacs at the end, and this was really cute and easy to do, and I love the way it came out. And here's how they turned out. So this one we're going to take this Dollar Tree little houses. Dollar Tree came out some really cute wallpaper. This new design I think is so pretty, and a Dollar Tree frame. So I'm going to paint the little houses with this chalkboard black paint from Dollar Tree. I wasn't quite sure how many I was going to use, so I went ahead and painted them all. Also, to apply the paint, I was using one of Dollar Tree little foam sponge brushes, and it makes it easier because if you use a paintbrush, it just does not stay on, doesn't go on. So I find this much easier. Now to place the wallpaper in back, I'm going to remove the backing from the frame, place it right on top, and just pretty much cut it to size. Next, all I'm going to do is place the wallpaper right on top of that little backing, and it's pretty sticky so it stays. You don't need to add glue or anything. Now I'm just going to grab the backing and the frame and just put it together. Because I used this frame before and the tabs were kind of loose and they were coming off, I just placed a little glue in the back just to hold everything in place. Now I'm going to grab those houses that I painted and start laying them down on the glass. I started with the larger house, so I decided to use the two smaller ones, and I placed those on the side of the house, one on each end, a little further away from the house. I think this wallpaper Dollar Tree came out with is so pretty, but they also have another one. It's darker blue and it had like a little print on it. It almost looked like arrows, but they weren't arrows, but it was very pretty as well. Now I'm placing down the decal that I made on my Cricut. It says Home Sweet Home. So I wanted to add a bow. I'm grabbing this material that I got from Burlington Fabric, just making a little tiny shoelace bow, tie it off with a jute twine in the middle, hot glue it to the corner of the sign. I did add a little tiny yellow flower in the middle just to give it a little color, and that's pretty much it. It was quick and easy to make, and I think it came out really cute. And here's how it turned out. All right, this is going to be the last DIY, and we're going to use a Dollar Tree sign from Easter time. And these were paint sticks that I used in a previous DIY. I used my Cricut. This comes out so cute. I love this one. I'm going to start off by painting the back of the sign with a territorial beige. When I applied the second coat, I added a little ivory paint to it to make it lighter. All right, I'm just going to dry brush using this antique white on the sign to give it like a whitewash look. Create an outline. I'm using my white marker, and I just grabbed this wood piece that I got from Dollar Tree and just using it as a guide. For the sides, I'm just using this piece of wood to guide me to create a nice straight line. Now I'm just taking those two paint sticks and I'm going to put them together because this is going to be like a little shelf for the sign using the glue from Dollar Tree and some hot glue. Now I'm going to paint those yardsticks with the black chalkboard paint. So I used my Cricut and I'm just going to place down the vinyl. It says our first home. You can make it where it says my first home or, anything like that. I'm already pre-done in Cricut, so I thought it was really perfect. And then I'm also going to lay down the birds underneath as well. This is Dollar Tree transfer tape. Take my advice, don't buy this one. It was so thin and so flimsy. Definitely would never buy it again. I decided to add some leaves to the branch where the birds are sitting on. I thought it looked pretty this way. I'm just going to add that shelf that I made, and I'm going to place down some of the glue from Dollar Tree and a little bit of the hot glue. So because I was using wood glue, I let this dry overnight. So I want to create a bow. I'm grabbing this ribbon that I got from Hobby Lobby, but Dollar Tree also carries a similar pattern. And I'm just going to make not a simple bow, I made a double bow, and I'm just going to hot glue it to the top of the little sign. And for the bottom, I grabbed some greenery and wrapped two ends with some jute twine in the middle, just to lay it on the shelf, just to give it some color. And I think this came out so pretty. I love this one. Greenery I used, like I said, I just put two ends together with some jute twine, and look how cute this came out. I love this piece. Like I said, it's adorable. Well, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Also, don't forget to take a look at the playlist linked in my description box. See you next time, guys. Bye-bye.